Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatevers. It's me, the Stone Whisperer, and we're back with Blood Bowl. Now we're in the semi-finals of the Cup, and we're about to kick off to the undead Kemrian team, the Underworld judges. So without further ado, let's get our team organised here. Now we're missing a player from last week. Thankfully it's only a goblin, so it's not too bad. Right, that looks to be a setup. And let's kick off and let's get the ball rolling. So, the Kemrians, if you remember, we defeated last time, but they are a slow but very powerful but resilient, however weak team. So they're easy enough to... they're hard to get down. When you do get them down though, they can break quite easily, but they can come back because they're undead, so it's quite an interesting mix. You can see there they're already starting to make their presence felt. Got two of my guys dying, but thankfully nobody out injured yet. That's our inducement, Morgenforg. Oh, and our troll down. So, last time I think we won it fairly convincingly, really. This time, however, looks to be a little bit trickier. So, I'm first of all going to try and stand my guys up here. Not successfully on the troll. He's been a constant source of annoyance as our troll. Never quite managed to, well, do anything really. Let's blitz this guy out the way. Again, we're going to slow them down to start with, and then we can try and manoeuvre a player or two into position to hopefully try and take advantage if they slip up. We're on the defensive here, so we'll end our turn. They can move slightly forward, that's good. Morg's been able to stay upright. My goblins are being remarkably resilient. I wonder how we'll do this one. If we can stall them for a turn or so, we should be able to start taking them out of possession. The Kemri are slow. Let's have a look at their star player. So yeah, he's absolutely takeable. That, however, is going to be nasty. That's a strong Tomb Guardian, or a mummy, if you will. Right, so what do we have here? So first of all, let's try and stand our troll up this time. And we'll stand this goblin up. Now we do want to go through the safe moves first. Those are the ones that we should, in theory, have an advantage on. So let's move this goblin to here. I want to keep this guy back slightly, as I might have planned for him later on. That's not ideal. Not only pushing guys back, we're not able to really do much at the moment, sadly. this guy, strong guy. Right, let's have a think. I move to here. I'll try and... So I've got blocks, so I was able to skip that. No. We're not being very successful with our dice rolls here. I'm not keen. Trying. That's better, but I wasted a dice roll on that one. I wasted a reroll rather. Stunned him. Now, the interesting thing is here, I have almost a favour. I've always got this one in favour. Because I had the block skill, I was quite confident I should be able to take him down, even though he got the choice. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. It was attacker down, and that was me. So that was a gamble I took, and it's a gamble that didn't pay off. And we're struggling to break. I want to get my big guys in here. Ideally, they should be able to start taking out these Tomb Guardians, but it looks like they're getting a little bit stuck. No. It's not what I wanted. They're getting pushed away from the ball carrier. If we lose this one, we're actually out the tournament. So it's a bit of a risk. However, I've just noticed they've left there. Player unguarded. Now, can I do something here? I can dodge. Brilliant. I can now get a good attack on this guy. And there we go. Brilliant. Now, do I want to follow? I won't follow up. I have a risk though here. I could try and pick the ball up. It's a 50-50 chance I can re-roll it. But then I will most likely get clobbered. See, I forgot to do the safe moves first. I was just standing that up. So I don't think it's in my favour. I'd rather we just try and kind of hold up, I think, now. So getting good old Morgan Forg into the action here. Now, can I do anything with this? No. I'm going to have to sacrifice a goblin, I think. So let's try. I'm trying to get a player, guys, here, so we'll end the turn. If I can get tackle zones on here, it will make it more difficult for the Khemri to pick up. They're not very good at handling the ball. So I see I've got one tackle zone on. If I can hold out, there we go. Brilliant. That's almost perfect. And we just now need to capitalise. So always remember safe moves first, of which there doesn't appear to be many. So let's have a think about this one. Now, I could in theory dodge out and try and get this ball here. However, that's going to prove to be quite troublesome. Patrol is slightly in the way here. I need to move him up. Now, can I block anybody in my favour at all? Doesn't look like it. I'm going to have to do a risky dice roll here. And that one works. Right, I've got one of their big players knocked out. So how is this going to work now? Let's have a think. Sometimes you have an idea and then you don't quite follow it through. Let's try and push this guy here. That should allow me to do not a lot here. Hang on, let's have a think. So I can dodge one. Right now it's about trying to get my guys around the ball. At least to hold it off right now. I can't remember if I used to reroll this turn or not. Let's try and pick it up. And I didn't, but the ball did land in a good place, relatively speaking. It's getting closer to my bigger guys, but they should be able to start pushing some of my guys out the way. So being able to keep one player on a ball. Oh, and we've got another knocked out player there. We don't want to heal those guys, as a knockout can come back later on. It's not absolutely urgent. Really, you're only looking to try and save those urgent players or those deaths. So let's have a look. They're struggling. They can't get to the ball now. The good news is they're starting to run out of turns. They took a bit of a chance there. Now the question is, do I use my troll here? I need to get a big body in here. That does me fine. And I managed to knock another one of them out. Brilliant. Okay, so I need to remember where our ball is. It's over here. Okay. So if I can get a player to here, let's try. Get my sneaky goblin to try and pick a ball up. And he dodges out the way. And hopefully he'll be able to get around, or at least get in the way of somebody. So end a turn there, and hopefully we can see this guy's got butts down. Fortunately, he managed to push him back, knock him down, and also knocked my players out the way. Good old Morg, the big ogre. Morg isn't a player you ordinarily can get. He's a star player, as you can see there, but you can hire players to even games up if your team is weaker. So I'm classed as a much weaker team, so we actually get additional money to try and even the game out a bit. Now, the good news is they're going to struggle to score here. Bad news is, so am I. So, what's the best option with this? Let's just get my troll in the way of blue skies. I'll blitz with Morg. And again, at least get a player in the way. Now, how many players do I actually have knocked out? So I've only got 9 on the pitch, and they've got 9. I seem to have less, or it feels like I've got less anyway. And I do have less now, so I had a player, he tried to dodge out the way. Fortunately, he was tackled and knocked himself out. So overall, it's not been a successful half for me. It's all about, oh, and they've managed to get the ball back with a couple of turns left to go. Oh, but they've managed to get knocked down here. So I've got 2 turns to go. Now, what I'll do is I'll immediately try and block. And I won't follow up because I don't want the ball landing on him. So let's pick up a player, put him here. Guarding the ball, got him guarding the ball. Stand this rack up. And if I'm lucky, we've managed to get the ball, managed to sprint down. And can anybody, this player can reach me. So I'll move a goblin to here, causing him to have to go around a very awkward way. And if we're in luck, he's used his blitz there, so great news guys, who are managed to defend, keep hold of a ball there, and our Lycan the Quick, or Lion the Quick, is going to roll in. Nope, our troll got knocked down, that's fine, I'm not bothered about that right now, as long as he stays alive. So it should come to our turn very soon. They're just putting a beating on us now. And it's our last turn of the half. And we can run the ball in and score. So there, it was all about just trying to keep the pressure on, trying to make them make a mistake. So the question is, do I get any of my players back? Now, they get 1 knocked out player back. Unfortunately, they're big Tomb Guardian. So they've got a full team there. And I get nobody back. So this half is all about survival. I'm down to 9 players on the field. And I just really need to keep hold of a ball now. It's all about survival right now. So accept, and hopefully we'll be able to... Ooh, that's a bad ball for us as well. Where did my thrower go? Did I put him in the wrong place, or is he knocked out? I think he was knocked out, wasn't he? Right, so I always get 1 player on the ball, just to the side of it there before we do anything. That way we can at least protect ourselves if it goes horribly, horribly wrong. try and block out these mummies. I'll now try and pick up the ball. In actual fact, I've picked up with the wrong player, I think. Or I will be picking up with the wrong player. I should have kept it with this guy, because he's got block. So he'll actually be able to defend himself, relatively speaking. I'll pop a goblin here just as a little bit of a target. And I'll move this guy just to the side. I'll be able to move them up and use these big guys up front as a cage soon. So yeah. Bit of a target. He's badly hurt. That's fine, he'll be back next turn. Next game, if we survive, if we win, of course. So they're bringing down all their players. In theory, we start to move up soon. Now what are they doing? Are they going to cause more mess? Looks like it. So the good news is, we've still got the ball. Bad news is, they are getting close to us. So I'll move a goblin to here. And a goblin to here. Now, what we should be able to do is blitz this guy and knock him off to the side. That's fine, I'm happy with that. Now, I'll block and put him away. And oh, maybe I did that wrong way around. Oh, that's good. I managed to take one of the big skeletons out, but that's just started wrong too. So I'll move this goblin here. It just kind of creates a little bit more of a block in the way, so I am much faster. So if I can get this guy out the way, I thought I might do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can still try and maneuver players, though. Now they've actually started to get my guys in the way, so what's the best option here? Stone. If I blitz, I can then hopefully start to try and maneuver my guy up and out the way. So let's have a look here, splits. That works. And I'll move him to here. I'll then move my, yep, got that dodge out of the way. In fact, I kind of messed that one up, didn't realise I was going to have to dodge there. move my goblin, dodge him out. Now, this is where I get sneaky and try and move even more players out. Let's just try slowly. Brilliant. So goblins being remarkably good at dodging out the way, have managed to dodge out the way. So that gives me a choice. I'll move up to here, and that's just going to be enough. Unfortunately, these guys are going to have to just stay blocking their men in the way. Hopefully that troll will be enough of a blob. So they should. How are they going to do this? That's okay, he survived. Brilliant, and that's actually going to be game, I believe, because I can move my lineman up to here. I can move, because there's no way that they can catch up from that position. So well, not straight away, we've got one turn or so we can play with. Oh, brilliant, managed to injure another of their players. He's doing that, I think that's the second injury there. And what I'll do is move this guy up. I shall just stand up. Oh, I didn't actually mean to do that. Fortunately, I wasn't really paying attention about what I was doing there. I stood him up and accidentally blocked with him, but that's fine. So it's going to be turn 13, and I'll just score here. I'm not going to take a risk of anything going horribly wrong. It's not worth it. But we've been able to get a couple of lucky blocks there, and things definitely went our way. We've not had to cause any problems. Now, they're just moving their way up. Desperate to cause a little bit more pain. I said I'll just, next turn will be turn 13, I should maybe get a knockout or so back. And then it's just about preventing too much. So, won't do anything stupid, I'll just go and score. And I am a quick grabber. Gets a touchdown. They get one of their players back. They don't regenerate, I believe they can. Thankfully the undead right now are staying dead. And we get 2 of my rats back. That's good. Maybe it's bad. It means he could get injured. So I'll just line them up roughly. I'm missing a player here. Can I put another player on the pitch? Don't think so. Oh, here we go. Here he is. Now to say this, I'm not going to make any unnecessary risks. The game itself is one. I mean, that's a perfect kick. It couldn't have been any better than that for me. It's going to take them one turn to get there, and they don't even pick the ball up. How good was that? Brilliant. So, I'm not overly worried. I'll just knock this guy away. Or knock him down. Move my goblin back one. Let's just re-roll it. Doesn't stand up. And we'll end the turn. I said I've got no interest in causing any damage to my team. I don't want to get them in the way of getting blocked or harmed. I'll let them run down the pitch if need be, because there's simply no way that they can score 2. And yeah, their dice rolls certainly aren't going very successfully right now anyway. Okay, I'll just end a turn. This is their second last turn. I'll run the ball a bit. But they've got all this way. They'll only have one more turn to do it in. So we've got this game clinched, and we will be going into the finals of the cup. Brilliant. So hopefully this made a little bit of sense. I'll just move any guys out of the way. I'm not going to bother doing anything with them when it comes to my turn. Oh, unless you want to get particularly close, in which case... Oh, yes, I think I might have to give the skeletons a little bit of friendly chatter. So look here, I'll just knock this guy back. If I'm lucky I'll get a casualty. No. If I'm not lucky, then that's fine. It's absolutely okay. And I'll dodge my goblin back so he doesn't get hurt. I'll just leave it as that. There's no point in jumping anybody up. That was my last turn. They've got one more. They can maybe blitz somebody. A blitz is just a block where you can move. Right, so he's moving in, he's going to... That's fine. That's a stun. They'll maybe get in the way of my troll, but I'm confident that even if they do attack my troll, he's going to be fine. Unfortunately, the AI doesn't really realise that it's the last turn of the game and there's nothing to do here. So they're just continuing it on. We'll wait this turn out. There we go, it's realised now. Nothing more to do. And there we go. So, end match. The stadium empties. We're left as the victors. And we'll get some money out of this. And I believe we'll have a player or two which will get some skills. So let's see, we've got 3 players that will get skills. Brilliant. A blitzer, a lineman and a goblin. So let's have a look at the goblin first. Now, 2 heads. Brilliant, because that basically means that they're always going to be able to dodge on a 2 or more, which is always really good to have. You can see both ways. Not a very pleasant looking thing. But never you mind. Let's see, what does our blitzer get? Now, I'm tempted to give him card. I'll give him Mighty Blow. At least that way, Mighty Blow is a good one for taking out players. It means that you're he would hit quite well. So now we'll give him Kick. The reason I'm giving him Kick is that it lets me actually place the ball in a better place for the, well, when I'm kicking. Makes it a lot easier to pin them back. Now let's have a look. So we will be facing in the finals the High Sea Surf Riders. They're all healthy, and this, my friends, is going to be very difficult to win. So we'll leave it there for now. Join me next time and we go in to the finals. Thanks very much everybody for watching. Take care. Have a great day now.